What is going on, everybody? Welcome back after a month-ish long break to episode 133 of Two Dudes Sports News. As always, my name is Garrett, here my co-host.
What it do? What it do? This is Jalen Prince. This ain't no fools. Happy April Fool's Day, but we ain't doing no jokes. We ain't doing no April Fools on this one.
I will say this is our last episode.
Yeah, no.
That ain't even funny.
Don't even joke around with that.
We're doing this till the wheels fall off, man. This is how we're going. So, all right. Uh-oh. Lost you there for a second. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what happened there. We're rusty. It's okay. Anyways, if you guys have never
it's been a minute, but you know what to do.
If you guys have never been here before, here we go. As always, my name is Garrett. This is Jalen. We are Two Dudes of Sports News. First time here. We do random sports takes, news that we find important, things that we want to talk about. We do about 10-ish minutes per take, and then we go from there. Keep it simple, keep it moving. Try to stay under 50 minutes if possible. We each get 2 to 3 minutes extra. If there's a topic we want to stay on, then we'll be staying under 45-ish minutes every single time. If you like this show, follow us on Twitter, X, TikTok, YouTube, all the fun stuff at TDSN Pod across the board. Might be an underscore in there somewhere. You'll find it when you get there. All the links are in the bio. We got a link tree on the Twitter account where you guys can all check it out there. Call it X, whatever you want. I don't care. Neither does Jalen. But what we've got going on, like I said, is we do this weekly. We go from there. If you follow us on YouTube, you can do the live stream thing. Get the bell on, subscribe, all that fun stuff like that. It's always a good time.
And definitely want to be able to tune in on this podcast as we are in the month of April. Means a lot of different things. Let's see. In Tuscaloosa, you got the Morgan Wallen concert that's going on in Tuscaloosa. You got A-Day that's coming up. A lot of spring games in I know, but it's a big deal around here. You got a lot of spring games that are going in college football. But the biggest, most important thing, especially coming from our department and our podcast and our show, and we're going to be trying to bring a lot of people in to do. It is draft month.
We're getting there. If you guys been wondering where I've been at, and part of the reason why, watching YouTube, look at the background. I was there. That way. I know there's a game going on tonight, but right there for that one. Or last night.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
so I was there for. We were busy, man. I got some cool opportunities. That's why we didn't get an episode out last week. I got to go to opening day for the Braves. Also got a chance to go to the Belgium versus U.S. national team. So it was a good time. Yep, there it is. There's our countdown. There are 21 days.
As y'all can see, the countdown is there. As you can see, the
21 days, 22 hours, 32 minutes.
As you can see, the countdown is there. Ignore Garrett Nussmeyer. We know he's not going to be a first-round pick.
We don't care about him. Anyways, let's get right into it, man. We got some March Madness we got to talk about. It is time for the Final Four. How did your bracket do? Because mine busted first game.
So as of right now, because again, I do multiple brackets. This year was my record break. This year was my record breaker. I made 22 brackets this year. 4 of them were in the women's college Final Four. I know I said that completely wrong, but y'all still get the point. So far on the ESPN tournament challenge, let's see. My latest bracket in the men's. Got my highest rank in a long time, and it's still alive with my Arizona bracket, where I am ranked 981,000 in the world. I have a 96.4% success percentage. So this has actually been a good year in my brackets this year. In my others, I'm in the millions.
Mine is I do one bracket every year. I am currently ranked 10.4 million. Bro, it was not a good year for me. Actually, not a good year for me at all.
That's the lowest out of a few of my brackets was around like 26.3.
Yeah, I ain't doing so hot. But I had a couple upsets, couple not upsets. We'll get into some March Madness thing real quick. Right now, so the only thing I had different in this, I didn't have Illinois, and I had one side completely wrong. I had Michigan and I had Arizona. I didn't have UConn. I didn't have Illinois. Did I not have Illinois? I had Florida winning the whole thing. I'm a bit of a homer here, but
yeah, I get that.
We knew that one was coming, but that UConn game, my God,
UConn and Duke, it was definitely special. Overall, okay. So here's my thought process with that one. Dan Hurley is on one heck of a pace if he's able to pull this off, get past Illinois and get to the national championship. He is going to get. He's getting very close to submitting himself. He's already one of the best coaches in college basketball, if not the best. If we're going to keep it a buck, I think he's arriving to a point of greatest of all time. Now, obviously, he's not there, but he's definitely on that path. Uh,
He's top 5 all time, and he ain't 5.
he's done things that not a lot of coaches have done, as far as getting back-to-back national championships. That's number one. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Number two is still getting recruits, still getting a lot of good players into the league, but also just still be able to keep a balance of both young talent, veterans, transfers, and finding ways to win. Because let's be honest, on paper, he should have won that game. They had full control of that game, and UConn found a way to get back into that game and be able to close it out. That is just a testament as far as like the culture that UConn has, but they've had a coach long
Yep.
before Dan Hurley was there. But Dan Hurley is such a great coach, and you got to give credit to them players, especially to the kid who made the shot. But when I go back and look at it, I'm like, dog, dude, they did it themselves. You miss free throws, you turn the ball over. Cam Boozer, we know he's going to be a top. He's going to be a lottery pick, but your brother make that mistake. But you got to give Caden credit because
Mm-hmm.
he stood up. He stood on business and like
I saw a couple people who said that they're going to run it back next year and not need to worry about it. I no, respectfully, no. Like I don't know what their recruiting class looks like. I
it's
haven't paid
good.
attention.
Duke is going to have some 5 stars. They're going to have
But
some McDonald
Duke always has a
All-Americans.
good recruiting class. That's not
That's
the
true.
problem. But Cam Boozer is not coming back.
Yeah,
He's
but they don't need
a
him to
top
come back.
5 pick. He ain't even a lottery pick. He's a top 5 pick.
Yeah,
He's getting picked in the first 5.
Yep.
Same thing with BYU with is it DeBonsta?
yeah. AJ DeBonsta, Darren
DeBonsta,
Peterson
they're like, oh,
in
we'll see
Kansas,
what he does. I'm like,
Darius
he's not
Aiko
coming back
Jr.
either.
in Arkansas, and Cam Wilson from North Carolina.
Boogie Flant's coming back to Florida, and I'm okay with that.
That's good for y'all.
I'm good with Boogie coming back.
Good.
I'm real happy with that.
I'm hoping Amari Allen comes back. Well, I'm
We'll
hoping
see
a
what
lot
happens.
of guys come back from Alabama, but that's neither here nor there. Look,
Well,
the bottom line. Look, obviously you're going to give UConn the credit,
Mhm.
and if you're America, you love it when Duke loses. That's
Always.
just
They're-
like that's just a thing. But overall, when you look at that game, UConn has done what it's always done. They don't back down from nobody. They constantly just keep on fighting. But they got this kid Caravan who's been there for a long time. Dog, he's on pace. Like he has a chance to have 3 national championships.
Yeah,
as a
that's
player.
great. The super
So,
senior himself.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
doing it.
What I will say too before we get too far away, I did just get an alert about there's a new freak in the NBA. It's not Wemby. It's not the Greek freak. It's Jason Tatum. That man has now had his first triple-double of the year. He came back from an Achilles injury, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
That's a monster. That man is that man's different.
Look, right now, give me your predictions. UConn, Illinois. Who's going to win the national championship? First off, who's going to the national championship game on that Monday, and who is going to win?
I think UConn, Arizona goes. I think Michigan's a decent team, but that Arizona team is different. And yes, that Illinois team plays a all-around solid form of basketball, but I don't think you can discount the Dan Hurley effect. I think UConn can absolutely beat Illinois. I think UConn can win it all. And the reason why I think UConn, I'm taking UConn. I think UConn wins it all. Because I also don't see Arizona. Arizona hadn't choked yet. It's a coming.
I get that.
It's a coming.
All right. So for me, I'm going because I know we got to move on. I'm going UConn beats Illinois, and then I'm gonna go Michigan to beat Arizona. There's something about this Michigan team, even though there were some reports that come out about one of the players having an allergic reaction. So
Be all right. He's not missing this.
Hopefully he's all right. But Michigan's playing tremendous basketball. This kid, I think is Yaxel. I should have. What's this dude's name? Like,
say what is it?
He's been balling.
For who?
for Michigan. Yeah, Yaxel Lindenborg. This dude has been balling. He's positioning himself to be a lottery pick. I think 6'8", 6'9". Tremendous game inside,
Mhm.
mid range, and out. But Michigan as a whole, because I saw what they did to Alabama, like they're a tremendous defensive team.
Yeah,
They
they're a good
got
team.
size, they got length, they can shoot, and they can rebound, and that's what's going to be able to get you give you the opportunity to take out Arizona, because Arizona is loaded and they're a good team. But I think Michigan, the way they're playing basketball right now, I think Yasa's going to find a way to get it done.
I think he absolutely could. But if you go down and you look at because I got to pull this up, like the UConn Illinois preview.
Yep.
If you look at what they're doing, how they're playing right now, everybody has or match predictor has Illinois as the favorite. They outscore. They let up more points. They have about the same field goal percentage. They out rebound. Less assists, less blocks, less steals. So they just play solid basketball. I'm not mad at that. I think UConn finds a way to pull it out. If you look at Michigan versus Arizona, they have Michigan as a favorite. It's about the same spread almost, about 52% to 48%. Michigan they average about the same points, it's about a point different. About the same for points against. Field goal percentage is literally about the same. Arizona wins the rebound battle. Michigan wins the assist battle. They win the block battle. But they lose the steal battle. So these are two really evenly matched teams. Like I'm really interested to see how this plays out going into it. But we're gonna move on.
Yep. By the way, I'm gonna go Michigan win the national championship. I'm gonna ride the train. I'm gonna ride the train with my brother.
I can't do it.
I have to, because like if my team is gonna get knocked out of the tournament, at least it's to the team that won it.
Give me the story at this point. Give me UConn. Give me the story. I want it.
See.
We'll see. All right. Well, Jalen, like you mentioned, it is draft prediction time. So we are going to do a couple draft picks. We're going to talk about a little things. I don't have a first round pick, so I'm cool. I will also say we're not trading BTJ.
I got the Super Bowl champion pick, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm. We're not trading BTJ. Stop asking. It's not happening. They've already said it's not happening, but let's go right into it. So this is the current 2026 draft order for the first 18 picks. We are only going to predict the top 5. We're not going too far into it because if we do all 18, we're going to be here all day.
Pretty much.
So we're not going to get way too into it, but number 1 overall pick is the Raiders. Number 2 is the Jets. Number 3 is the Cardinals. Number 4 is the Titans. Number 5 is the Giants. We might just do the Yankees for old grins and or not. Good Lord, I can't speak. Sorry, I'm thinking baseball. We might just do the Browns for old grins and giggles here.
Way too far ahead.
I know I'm going way too far ahead, but we at least want to do the first 5. So, I think we can all agree who the number 1 overall pick is going to be.
Mendoza.
I think it's pretty cut and dry. Where it gets a little different is the Jets. Who do you think they're going to do? Because we might agree, we might not agree.
We know their need. So we know their needs. They need a bunch of talent and a quarterback included. They just picked up Geno, so I don't know. With that Geno signing, I know it's for 1 year, and like Aaron Glenn is probably going into it this year, most likely on the hot seat for a multitude of reasons.
He's got 2 years max. NFL coaches get 3 years.
Yeah, but I said what I said, and I'm not going to go deep into it. Just know I said what I said. Anyway, I do believe that they still need a quarterback to build for the future. But in this instance, I think they're just going to continue to load up on talent. I think they're going to go with Arvell Reese from Ohio State.
See, this is where I think the Jets do an incredibly Jets thing. I think the smart pick is Arvell Reese. I think what they do is take Ty Simpson.
With the number 2 overall pick.
Yes. I think they should take Arvell Reese, but I think they'll take Ty Simpson. And the reason why I think they take Ty Simpson is because Geno is a 1-year rental. We all know this.
Yeah, we know.
So this gives him a year to sit, learn, go from there. He'll probably be starting by week 8. Let's be honest. But I could see the Jets doing something incredibly stupid and taking a quarterback at 2 to ensure that no one else takes that quarterback. Because the Dolphins are at 11. They could take a quarterback because Malik Willis will most likely not be the answer at quarterback. Giants aren't taking one. Cardinals might take one. I don't think he's there past Arizona.
Real quick, you said we're only doing what, 10 picks or 5?
5.
Okay.
I'm looking at the whole board. I don't see Simpson making it out of the top 5. I don't. Someone will trade back up for him. Jets take the quarterback in the future and do something stupid and take a quarterback then because they can address defense at 16 because they have the 16th pick. They can go edge rusher. They can go defensive back. They can do whatever they need at that point. So get your quarterback now. I don't think it's the smart move, but I think it's the move they make. So pick number 3. What do you think is going to happen? Because it's the Cardinals. I think it's up in the air.
Okay, so I said Reese is gonna get taken with the second pick.
Mm-hmm.
I could see quarterback going here, but from a lot of stuff that I read, I think they still go. I think they go defense with this pick because again, nobody cares about the Cardinals. I'm being honest with you as a fan of a Super Bowl team that's in the division with these jokers. Nobody cares. But since we have to talk about it for ungodly reasons, I'm going to go on a limb and I'm gonna say they go either Mansour Delaney from LSU. They either go him or that might be the Ty Simpson pick. But at this moment in time, I'm going Mansour Delaney.
I think the Cardinals do something smart here. I think the Cardinals go Malagoa out of Miami. I think they go O-line. And the reason why I think they go offensive line is because you've got Paris Johnson Jr. on the other side.
Okay.
And it gives them bookend tackles early on in a career. You can ride Brissett for another year because he seems to be capable. So you can ride Brissett for another year. You can either try to address quarterback later in the draft, or you can wait until next year with Brissett as your QB, and you'll get another top 5 pick, and you can take one of the quarterbacks coming out next year. This is arguably next year's class is much better than this year's class. I feel like.
That's why I'm not down that my Seahawks only got 4 draft picks going into this year. We were projected to have 12. We're projecting to have 12 going in next year.
Mm-hmm. Titans are next. What do you think is going to happen?
I'm going Carnell Tate. They got to continue to boost up weapons for Cam Ward.
From what I have been hearing, they are head over heels for Jeremiah Love. I could see the Titans taking Jeremiah Love instead of addressing their needs on the offensive line, instead of addressing needs at receiver, because I feel like they have somebody with old Calvin Midley, and with who I think is actually a decent wide receiver prospect. Aomanor is fine. Chimere DK has sort of grown as a receiver as well, especially as a return specialist. I don't think they're as concerned about wide receiver and tight end. I think they are head over heels for Jeremiah Love, with the Cardinals taking arguably the best offensive tackle in the class, at least on paper. I could see them going running back, and I hope they do, because they need to drastically address that offensive line, and I would love to go against an unprotected Cam Ward and Jeremiah Love twice next year. It'd be very, very nice.
All right. All right. Last one.
What do you think? Because I'm split on this.
We got the Giants. Let's see. They already had a quarterback for a future. They still got to revamp. They still got some things to work out when it comes to their offensive line. We get that. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because this is a tough one.
I see two paths.
Give me you. You pick this one first.
I see two paths forward. I can see Caleb Downs because Harbaugh's a coach, and you know he loves a ridiculously rangy safety.
That's true.
Or this could be where Carnell Tate goes.
Okay, so which one are you choosing? Because you have to choose one on these predictions. Which one is going to be?
I think they're going to go Caleb Downs. Because there's receivers
right,
later on in the draft. You got Mekhi Lemon. You got plenty of other receivers who could pair well. But I think Caleb Downs, you get a rare talent at safety.
That and also this is not a heavy receiving class draft. That is next season. But I get what you're saying.
There's a couple solid picks here, but it's also one of those things where like I don't think like Carnell Tate will go to Cleveland if he doesn't go to the Giants. For sure. But to me, I could the only reason why I lean Carnell Tate too is they let Wandale walk. So you have Malik Neighbors coming back off injury. I don't think they made any crazy moves this year for wide receiver in the free agency. So to me, I'm going to go Caleb Downs because Harbaugh's a defensive-minded coach, but it would not surprise me in the least if they take Carnell Tate.
I'm going with the guy that you mentioned with your third overall pick. I'm going Francis Mauigoa.
Okay.
They need offensive line help. You got to protect your quarterback, especially if he's not going to protect himself. So I'm gonna go Mauigoa. It basically has not worked for Evan Neal over there. Andrew Thomas is injured at a lot of times, but I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay, so here's your predictions for the first five. We'll do the next five next episode because like we're gonna break this down as we go along. So
you got them written down?
Yeah, I got them written down. So my five, I got Mendoza, I got Averill Reese, I got Mansour Delaney going to the Cardinals, I got Carnell Tate to the Titans, and then I got Francis Mauigoa to the Giants. You have Mendoza. We both agreed Mendoza's going first overall. You have Ty Simpson going to the Jets with number 2. Francis Mauigoa to the Cardinals at number 3. You have Jeremiah Love going to the Titans at 4. And then you got Caleb Downs going to the Giants at 5.
I already know who my 14th pick is going to be, but we can save that for 2 episodes down the way. But I'm pretty set on pick 14. It's the Ravens. Who did the Ravens lose in free agency? And who is ancient at the position by position standards? They lost Isaiah Likely, and Mark Andrews is not what he used to be.
I know. Okay, I definitely know where you're going with that one.
Ravens going Kenyon Sadiq. There's no way they don't.
There's always a way.
No, that's true. There's always a way.
Couple of other things. So big news as far as when we're talking about my Seahawks. We're going to be on Hard Knocks this year, which to me is definitely going to be very interesting to see the legendary documentary show on HBO cover my team, which is kind of weird because we're known as a squad that nobody really pays that much attention to, but. We're finally getting somewhat of that attention. So I'm gonna look forward to it, and then we'll go from there. Overall, I just don't see it having any effect on this team because like we got such a built-in culture under Mike McDonald and John Schneider. So
we'll see what it does. All right, man. Let's get into some opening day stuff too, because opening day was this past weekend. I was happy. Like I said, I was very fortunate to be able to go to the Braves opening day. That was great. We beat the Royals 6-0.
Yeah, that was
Acuna ruined my parlay, but that's fine, Ronald. I know you don't care, and that's okay.
Long as we win.
Hey, I'll take 6-0 all day. I'm not mad at that.
Fact.
This is gonna sound spoiled, but I would love to be there for a walk-off grand slam. I would have loved to be there for a walk-off grand slam.
I was there.
You were there. Oh, that's right. You were there for a walk-off grand slam.
I was there. I had to go to the convention.
you gonna hate where my seats were. I'll tell you when we're off air.
I don't care. I don't care. Like, dog, here's the thing. I was sitting on like the 300 section for most of the game, but once the game like got close to the ninth inning and we wasn't doing anything, I went down. I went back downstairs. Went to the bottom. Went to the first level. Sat behind. I think it was the 150 section, whatever. But basically on the first base side, and I just stood there. I stood in the standing section there. God, I love Truist. I love the Battery.
Truist is great. It's such a good ballpark. If you guys haven't been to Highland Ridge,
that's when it began. The fact that like bro, the crowd was. God, I love Braves Nation.
Would you like to know where I'm going to be? And would you like to know where I'm going to be on the 21st of the month? Because we haven't announced it yet.
What's up?
Red Sox Yankees in Boston.
Nice.
I will be there.
Nice.
I have a fun job. I have a fun job. I'm just gonna say I have a good job, and I'm some of y'all know what I do. Some of y'all don't. For those of you who do,
I have a good job. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I got a very interesting career, and I'm very, very happy with it. But anyways, we're getting way off track. Opening day was great. We had some crazy plays. We had some humblings of certain players, aka Paul Skeens.
That was a bad day.
I want to be very, 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 very clear. I still think Skeens is a top 3 pitcher in the league.
I think he's the best one.
He's top 3 and he ain't 3. He is a dog. He had a bad day. It happens.
The Mets just got him good, and you
got him good.
You got to give the Mets credit, but shoot,
we will be him credit later in the year because they're going to choke again. They always do. But anyways, great, absolutely love it. And one thing we really got to see that I appreciated was the first use of ABS. Yep. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to get into that a little bit. ABS is automated ball and strike. It's a challenge system because we all know how these umpires are sometimes really, really good. Sometimes you have Angel Hernandez, and sometimes you have a competent one. So what this allows you to do is it allows teams to get 2 challenges per game. Only the pitcher, catcher, or batter can immediately request a review of a ball or strike called by tapping their helmet. Now, what happens is if they are successful, they get to keep it. It's kind of like an NFL challenge. If you're successful, you get to keep it, and you get to use it again. If you are unsuccessful, you lose it. Now, you only get 2 per game. And we've been seeing it come into play. Who was it? Was it the Reds? Was it the Reds or the Phillies, where it was back-to-back pitches? They were both way off. He used it, tapped his helmet.
It was the Reds. I think it was the Reds and Yankees.
And he tapped his helmet again. It was another ball, and he had to walk to first base. Yep. I love this.
I love it.
I love this. Now, what I have found out, and I don't know how accurate this is, what I have been hearing is that it is based – the way they do this is they have cameras at different angles of the stadium, and they point it towards the batter, and they use it based off your listed height. So now there are guys who have used to be told that they were 6 foot, 6'2", who are now 5'10", 6 foot. To save themselves that extra 2 inches of batter's box, or 2 inches of strike zone, which is hilarious to me. But I can't fault you for it. This is the first you have used it. It's new. I love this. I love this. This is super great. They also get 1 additional challenge if it goes in extra innings, but I don't think we've seen that. And I think you get to carry it over, but I don't think we've gotten to that point yet. Managers are also not allowed to challenge the calls, and it must be made immediately.
Yeah, this is straight nothing but players, and I love it. I love that.
It's your eye versus mine. It's awesome.
And I have no issue with this whatsoever on ABS. I thoroughly enjoy it, and not to mention it works fast. It doesn't take a long time to review. No. Like immediately, you know the results right then and there, and you're back to the action. But besides that.
There's 2 interesting things I don't know how to feel about, though. If the system can't track a pitch, the original call on the field stands, which I like, and the team doesn't lose their challenge.
Yep.
However, you cannot challenge when a position player is pitching. So if Fernando Tatis comes in to close out a game, and it's ruled a strike, but it's actually a ball, they can't challenge that. which I don't like that. However, 99.99% of the time when the position player is coming in, the game is done.
Yep.
The game
My,
is done.
yeah. My. Look, I get it, the umpires are human, but at the same time, like business got to be handled. Like this is about just getting it right.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of these umpires, they need to be humble. Let's keep it a book.
And it's good. And I like it. And I like that it's also can't be dugout help, can't do anything. It is literally you're sitting there and you go, that was absolutely not a strike. Or there's no way that was a ball.
I definitely will say, college baseball. I'm hoping college baseball gets an ABS.
They will. They will. It's going to happen. And what I like about this too is they're going like if it's touching the strike zone, it's a strike.
Yeah, without question.
That's how I've seen it be used because it got used a couple times during that Braves game I was at, and if it was touching the strike zone, they ruled it a strike. So I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that. I'm good with that. So, but any other crazy things from opening day? I know we saw that crazy play where the catcher caught it and spun around and tagged the guy out. Like, well, not opening day, but that opening weekend, I guess, or opening week.
A lot of things that stood out to me was just like one ABS being successful early on.
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers picking up where they left off. Atlanta's looking good so far, even though the bats haven't kicked in yet or swung in yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough in the NL, in the National League. It's gonna be really tough. Yankees are looking real good, especially at pitching right now. Gotta miss Max Fried, but like the Yankees are looking real good. The fact that their ERA right now the season is 0.62, I believe. Like they are doing real good, but the Braves ain't far off on pitching. Pitching's actually been pretty good.
Chris Sale looked good. Chris Sale looked really good.
He looked good. Ronaldo Lopez, he's looked good as well. Look, I think we're in a good shape. Just got to get healthy and just make it to May, win enough games, and we should be straight.
Yeah. One thing I did like, though, that I got to hear about, and I guess we can use this now and lead this into general news. The Braves are doing their own way to watch Braves games exclusively no matter where you are, which I like a lot, and it's called Braves Vision. So when I was there, I was talking to some of the people who did Braves Vision. Again, I got a fun job. So I was talking to some of the people who were involved in making this package, and the way they described it to me was it's a way they've got partnerships with MLB TV, Braves TV, all the fun stuff. They have monthly packages for that, just Braves TV monthly packages, a year-long package, and then a Braves seasonal package. So you can combine it with MLB TV to stream all the MLB games. That's going to cost you $200 a year. Seasonal package is $100. Monthly package is $20 a month, just for Braves games, and Braves and MLB TV monthly package is $40 a month. Comes with a 7-day free trial, which you can cancel at any time. And it will stream over 140 Braves games. Also, what they've talked about now, and since they announced it, I can talk about it, you're getting 25 free Braves games per season locally, meaning we're going back to cable days, man, where you're getting free baseball games again. And I hope my hometown isn't, or hope my town isn't one of those markets, because if I get to watch the Braves for free, I'm happy.
Yep.
And my thing is, a free game a week. Game a week. That's awesome.
Yeah, but here's my issue. Why haven't they announced it? It's on YouTube TV.
They're working on it. So they went with sure? Yes, I know they're working on it. I know they're working on it. It's just some of these things take time to set up. So it may not happen this year, but it might happen next year. So right now you can do it with Xfinity, Spectrum, DirecTV, and Fubo, which I think is cool. I like it a lot. And it gives you the chance where, like, if you are a Braves fan, like if you're a Braves and Red Sox fan like myself, if I were to purchase this, it gives me a chance to view all Red Sox games as well as Braves games. I will tell you, I don't watch every game, so I probably won't do this, but I might do it come, maybe before postseason and hop on that way so I could watch from my phone, see where we're sitting. If the bats stay hot, I know Profar is not going to play again this year, but that's a different conversation for a very different day. Good Lord. Anyways, I like it. I like the idea of this Braves TV. I think it was really, really cool to kind of see that and kind of lean in or be able to learn about what exactly it is they're doing. I like the idea. I think it's very smart. From what I've been told, they've already got a bunch of signups on it, and I hope they get more. This is really, really cool to me. So it's nice that I don't have to go up to Atlanta or buy, the MLB TV package to just watch the one of the two teams I care about,
Exactly. I only
which
need
I
one
like.
team to watch. I only need one team to watch consistently.
I like my Sox and I like my Braves. And people are like, yeah, do loyalty. Yes, I do, because I grew up a Red Sox fan, but I live in Georgia. So therefore, I am also a Braves fan. I'm also an incredibly casual baseball fan. So leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's fine. I don't care. We'll get some general news we got to get into, man, before we wrap up for the day.
Yep.
We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We got to talk about it. Tiger. Listen, I know you wear red and black, and I know people who wear red and black are historically bad drivers. UGA football. But anyways, so for those who don't know, Tiger Woods has once again crashed his car. He rolled his car. He got charged with the DUI. He came out and said apparently that he was both checking his phone and changing the radio station at the same time. So I guess we're just no hands in the wheel. I don't really know. But hire a driver, man. Hire a driver. Like this, you're killing me, man. You have, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but you got enough for an Uber. You got enough for an Uber, I'm sure. What are we doing? what are we doing? It's insane to me. There's no excuse to get DUI. No excuse for drunk driving.
It's really not. But you got to be responsible.
You do. You absolutely have to be responsible. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, but I mean, I hope he gets the help he needs. I'm glad everybody's okay. From what I was able to gather, it was just him. So nobody actually got hurt besides him, which is ideal. That rarely happens, which good, awesome, great. I can also talk about the U.S. national team. I don't know how we did Tuesday on the friendly. I can tell you that Belgium is a very, 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 very good team. We're getting looks. We're doing all right. I don't know how far we're going to go, but I'm hopeful I get to go again, because that's a fun environment. If anybody hasn't been to a professional soccer game of any sorts, I went to AS Roma in Italy. I haven't been to an EPL game, but I really, really, really want to go. It's a different breed. It's a different crowd. And it's people, oh, it's college football. Dude, no, it's not. College football is great. Don't get me wrong, but this is its own thing. And I got nothing but love and respect for it. It is awesome. And if anybody gets the chance, I would go. It's so cool. But yeah, I mean, it was great. Everything was great. Fans are great. Experience is great, besides getting absolutely butchered 5-1. But it was good. The Belgian fans that I met were super nice. And I'm curious to see how we do this year. So now, Jalen, you had some things you wanted to go into. You had some Jalen Hurts stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so there was an article that came out, and it was about Jalen Hurts as far as just body language, how a lot of things didn't work out for the Philadelphia Eagles last season, pertaining towards just offensive production. How Jalen Hurts didn't like being on the center, not a big fan of motion, lack of bad body language, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, look, I don't know the full details, and I'm not going to question the folks that made the article. Because look, they got their sources. They got their sources. My issue is knowing Jalen as much as I do. Well, and that's not much. I don't know him personally. I never met him, but I will go to bat for him for several reasons. One of them, he has my name. Two, he's in my chapter, and three, he's a Bama boy. Just that. And look, there's no question he's a hard worker. He's a champion. He's a winner. Everything he does. But let's keep it a buck. Last season, for the Eagles, and obviously I'm a Seahawks fan, but I'm gonna speak on it. Last season for the Eagles was very disappointing because of the expectations that you had going into last season. But they followed the same cycle that's been going on with them for a long time. You have a really good offensive year. Jalen Hurts was an All-Pro, and you lose in the Super Bowl, but you haven't. But you had to go into the season after that with a new offensive coordinator. and offense looked bad. You fired your
Coordinator
offense
is a generous term.
Yeah,
Coordinator is a generous term.
you fired him. Next season, you get Kellen Moore, new offense coordinator. Offense gets into a rhythm. You win a Super Bowl. The offense is based on a run game. Jalen Hurts does not run the ball as much anymore as he used to. And fast forward to this past season, new offensive coordinator, offensive play calling and production fell off. There were a lot of games that you was able to get some things going, but it wasn't consistent enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then you you underachieved and got put out in the first round to the injured Niners.
Which
And your
we kind of
defense
saw
was
that
able to hold, and your defense was able to hold it down. So if the cycle follows as it's been, the Eagles are going to be really good on offense again. Their defense is going to be solid, and they're going to be competing for a Super Bowl going into this season. But like with this news coming out with Jalen Hurts, it's just I don't know the full details about it. However, part of me just doesn't believe entirely everything. There are some things that he is responsible for with the lack of production on offense, but let's keep it a buck. There was no system there.
No, and that's what I was talking about when I said coordinator is a generous term, because that man, he he ruined that offense. So you got anything else you want to get into, man?
Nah, I think I'm good. Oh yeah, real quick. When the women's Final Four. As much as I want to pick South Carolina to beat UConn, I can't. I don't think they got on the guards enough to be able to combat what UConn has. So I'm gonna go UConn get past South Carolina. I am going Texas to get past UCLA, and I got UConn winning. As much as I love Texas, especially my favorite player in women's college basketball in Madison Booker. And I love that girl. Like she's a straight hooper. But
this is why I think I
bro.
think we double UConn. I think we UConn and UConn for a natty. I think it'd be cool. That's like a cool story.
In the men's tournament, I got Michigan. Women's is UConn. Gino, he got another squad on his hands.
Give me double UConn. I'm in. Let's do it. All right. We're going to go and close out, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like the show, you know what to do. Rate 5 stars, whatever podcast platform you listen to, Spotify, Apple, whatever. We're on all of them. Rate 5 stars. Share with your friends. Tell everyone you know. I could tell you how great it is. I could take out thousands of dollars in ads. Guess what? You're not going to listen to it, and you're going to ignore it unless your friends tell you to check it out, because that's just how that works. So tell your friends if you like it. If you didn't like the show, though, it's all good. We appreciate the time. We can't give it back to you. We would if we could, but we can't. So you go your way, we'll go ours. We thank you for giving us a shot. Try it again sometime, maybe see if it happens. Maybe you just didn't like the topics, but we got 132 other episodes for you to go check out.
Facts.
We got a large discography here, so go check those out. Also, if you like the show and you follow on all the socials and everything, and you repost the show, retweet the show, rate the show, and you let us know, you get a shout out. Shout outs happen right about now. You also get a shout out if you're a show that we think you'll like, or a show that has supported us as well. So shout outs always come at the very end of the show. As always, go check out Jim over at Fan of the Van, Brent over 1420, Aaron at Brutally Honest Sports, Darian over at Chill Takes. We're trying to get you back on, man, especially with draft season coming up, because I want to pick your brain about a couple things. Email at Amateur Sports. Him and Jim do a show called Cigar and Sports. Go check that out. Always go check out Sports After Dark. They are starting to, I think, going to be starting to ramp up soon. NBA playoffs are coming, draft is coming, all kinds of things are coming. So it's time. They're going to start ramping back up again. John over Wrestling Fan Insight, whether you're a hardcore fan or a casual fan of wrestling, go check it out. Jim and I are talking about doing Steel and Teal again soon. Now the draft season is coming back. If you're looking to gamble, please do it responsibly. Please don't bet the rent, because as of recording this, rent's due. Rent is due today.
Paid,
hurt, but paid it. Paid it, but it hurt. Always hurts. But I like having a roof over my head. But yeah, don't bet what money you can't afford to lose. Please gamble responsibly. Do it outside of any NFL facility, and check out Nate's Daily Wager. Thank you. And as always, we will see you next time.
Peace.